I will share the panel link in the WhatsApp group. So I'd like to invite Mr. Vivek Kumar, founder and COO of Propel Foundry, to deliver the session on role of innovation towards attaining sustainable development goals. Over to Mr. Vivek Kumar.
Hi, sir. Is my voice audible?
Yeah, your voice is audible.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, sir, visible.
So a very good afternoon. So myself, I am Vivek Kumar. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a company called Propel Foundry. This is located in Coimbatore, and we also train startups and other faculty members, students on innovation and entrepreneurship. So thank you, Raj Segar, sir, for inviting me for delivering a session on role of innovations for attaining the SDGs. So before we start, let me explain what our company does. So our company name is Propel Foundry. So this company aims on startups, which takes care of A to Z, starting with the registration till the funding and scale up. We provide mentor and guidance, and we provide a detailed support on scaling up those startups. In addition to that, we do two different things. One, we work on the product development, right? Recently, we stepped into the product development where we are developing an AI-compatible IoT development boards, specifically for learning for school students and college students. Without installing any kind of a software, we dedicatedly have a platform where they can connect their hardware and dump the code directly from the platform. And we are also working on the industrial R&D boards for industrial purpose. And we do provide services by developing an applications, web as well as a mobile, and we do maintenance for that. And we do business consulting, mentoring programs for students and startups, and IoT and embedded based training programs for college students and school students. This is a small introductory about Propel Foundry. And getting into the topic, globally, 3.6 billion people lack access to the and 560 million adults are still illiterate. 1.2 billion people doesn't have access to energy. So this is not about the statistics, right? These are the problems where every engineer have an access to solve those problems. When we talk about SDG is nothing but sustainable development goals, and these goals drive innovations. How? So when we talk about innovations for SDG, the main purpose is to solve the real world problems where every individual focuses, and every problem has to be solved, and that has to be solved very quick. And every problem has some kind of a design which serves everyone, and this sustainable empathizes long-term impact over the short-term gains. And when we talk about the innovation, every industry, every schools, every colleges talks about innovations. But when we talk about innovation types, majorly focuses on technical part. Innovation focuses on the process where the process gets easier, and in terms of social, in terms of policy, and in terms of business. So innovation plays a very, very vital role in these sectors. And when we talk about innovation and SDG, right? Innovation can be attaining the sustainable development goals that cannot be done by an individual. It's a teamwork. I cannot do attain SDGs, right, through my innovation by myself alone. So I need some kind of a support from the industry. I need some kind of a support from the NGOs. I need some kind of a support from every participants here who wanted to know what sustainable development goals is, how this innovation works, and how this innovation is going to solve the problems focusing on SDG. I hope everyone knows about World Health Organization. So currently 162 countries are there, 37 agencies are there, which they fund to solve the problems where this WHO is addressing certain SDGs. The SDGs is nothing but it is a sustainable development goal aiming the world to get transformed. So we got 17 sustainable development goals, which has been proposed by the World Health Organization. In 2016, Jan 1, this sustainable development goal came into India, and in 2018, through various proposals, right? Approximately 7 ministries thought like all the projects and the proposals has to get aligned with this SDG, starting with the Ministry of Statistical and Program Implementation, Finance, Education, Health, Women and Child Development. Everything has to focus on the 17 SDG goals. And followed by that, Tamil Nadu government also taken this sustainable development goals in a very, very serious way. And in 2020-22, they bought this sustainable development goal, focusing on the proposal which has been submitted for all the government projects. So this is a GO which has been released in June 23, 2022. And this is a statistics after the incorporation of SDG, which has been taken. It's a very old 2020 to 2021. And you could see that Kerala stands first and Tamil Nadu is standing second with a point of 74. So every state, every district is incorporating the sustainable development goals on their innovation. So since we have been talking about more SDGs, right? World Health Organization has released a ranking. This is a recent ranking where the Finland is standing first. This is the statistics provided by the WHO in a report of 2025. Still, Finland is first for the past 4 years. They have been first with the SDG index score of 87.2. Whereas in our India stands at 99th position. So in 2022, we were around 121. So within the 3 years of span time, 3 to 4 years of span time, we were able to reach in the top 100. So as you said, right, as you've seen, 17 SDG goals are very, very important, which helps us in improvising the ranking. So these 17 goals have been broadly classified into 4 segments. The first 5 goals will focus us on the fundamentals of an individual, which every individual is required to focus on that. The second 5 goals will focus us on the economical growth of a country. And the third 5 goals focus us on the environmental growth of a country. And the last 2 goals, which helps us the entire country to focus us on the peace and collaboration. As I said, this thing cannot be done individually, right? So it has to be done with a team support. So we'll start with the first 5. The first 5 is about no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, and gender equality. So when we talk about no poverty, every country focuses more on this because they don't want any poverty, people who have been below the poverty level. So try to donate whatever you want. And there are a lot of industries who have been working towards it and spending more money on that. So for every goal, there is an industry behind who is donating and spending huge amount of money to address these goals. Like that, Unilever is a very big company who got 2 different programs. One is small holder farmers program, where 8 lakh small holder farmers have been benefited. And the other program is called Shakti program, where 1,36,000 women have been engaged with Shakti entrepreneurs that generated the revenue. for their family. The second goal is about zero hunger, where no one should waste a food. So in focusing on this SDG, Nestle has two different programs, Farmers Connect, where 7 lakh farmers have been connected, which help them to improve on the productivity and income. Nestle's Healthier Kid initiative has reached more than 30 million children worldwide. So these are different programs which help the people directly. The third is about focusing on the good health and well-being, where every individual should get a proper health focus solutions. So Johnson & Johnson is a well-known company who provided training for the healthcare workers by training 1 million frontline healthcare workers. They also got an innovative solution where they develop and distribute low-cost and high-impact medical products to all the people. The fourth is about the quality education, where every organization, educational organization and institution is focusing on improvising their quality education. Google is one among them who has spent more money on improvising the quality education for the students by providing many free courses. Fifth one is about the gender equality, where men and women has to be treated equal, and more women has been encouraged to get into the different sectors, starting from the army, navy, and in many private sectors also. So like that, Accenture is one of the very well-known company who trained over 5 million women in improvising the digital skill, boosting the employability also. So now how the economical growth has been focused by focusing on the second set of SDG goals. The first is about the clean water and sanitization. So it is our grandfathers and grandmothers might have told you, like, don't waste water, don't waste food, right? So there are places where they don't have a clean water. So P&G company has got a one program called Children Safe Drinking Water Program, where they delivered 19 billion liters of clean drinking water, which helps and direct an impact of 15 million people have got benefited because of this one program alone. The seventh SDG is about affordable and clean energy, where we focus on generating more energy on this through this initiative. Tesla has got some kind of an initiative where solar roof and power wall. Recently, Tata has got that, where they are providing an solar roof solar cells, where they can generate and they provide energy to the grid also. So this helps thousands of people transferring the clean energy and reducing the carbon emission. So the eighth is a decent work and economical growth, where we focus more on creating job opportunities for the younger generation. So in that way, IKEA got their highway standard programs, where they improvise the working condition for over 1 million supply chain worldwide workers. So this helped them in creating more jobs for the skilled workers also. And ninth is about industry innovation and infrastructure. Most of the projects which every student does will fall under this SDG goal 9, where every industry as well as the students startups focus on innovation. So Siemens is such a company who spend more money on smart infrastructure projects, where the industry productivity has been improvised, right? And thousands of businesses also got benefited through this infrastructure projects, which has been sponsored by the Siemens. So the 10th SDG is focusing on reducing the inequality. So apart from the community, from where you are, so everyone has one important thing: everyone has to be treated same. So MasterCard has got an initiative through financial inclusive program, where every financial products and services are accessible and affordable to all the individual business. So previously, the credit card is meant for only the big shot people. So that has been brought down where every individual will be able to use the credit card. So that is a kind of an initiative what Mastercard has did. So the third five things focuses on the environmental. So the first five focuses on the basic fundamentals. So we do a lot of things, and the second five SDG focus on the economical part, where we focus on increasing the infrastructure, improvising more and more financial part. So during that, right, we hit very hard on the environmental part also. So what happens is we cut down a lot of trees and build more infrastructures, right? So the once these two has been focused, now it's a time to focus on the environmental part, where the cities has to be more sustainable with clean air and energy generation, and people has to be insisted to use bicycles and used to use public transports, and people have been insisting walk for nearby purchases also. So Toyota has came up with some kind of a such initiative called Hydrogen Powered City Initiative, where the clean energy is being transmitted to 2 million people in urban areas. So this is a very good initiative taken by the Toyota. And the 12th is about responsible consumption and production. So avoid waste, try to recycle as much as we can. And lot of startups have been taken initiative to recycle the waste and support the green environment. So such an initiative is taken by H&M organization, where through the circular economy initiatives, they collected 18,000 tons of textiles waste and they have recycled it. So this is a very big initiative taken by H&M. And the 13th is about the climatical action. So everyone talks about global warming. So we could see in Himalayas, right, the rate of the ice has been melting is been very fast when compared to the last 5 years. So this is a news which recently which has been shown in the most of the news channels. So we also have to take responsibilities and take certain actions to maintain the temperature and avoid global warming. So Amazon has taken such an initiative called the Climate Pledge, where they have been committed to get into a net zero carbon by 2040 across all the operations. So every individual has their own thing called net zero carbon. So everyone has to plant at least 5,000 trees to 6,000 trees to make that net carbon zero, right? So as people know that every individual has some kind of a debit, right? From every since we borrow more money from world, right? World banking. So everyone has to pay as an amount of closely like 5,000 is 6,000, right? So same way to make the carbon zero, right? Every individual has to plant 5,000 trees. So recently, one couple has planted 5,000 trees on behalf of their child, stating that that particular child has reached the net carbon zero. So 14th SDG is about life below water. So we could see that lot of plastic waste and everything is being thrown to the sea, right? So it is our responsibility to avoid using plastic and make the life underwater a clean one. So Adidas has taken such an initiative called Parley for the Ocean, where they prevented 10,000 tons of ocean plastic pollutions, and they made shoes with the help of those plastics. And 15th one is about life on land. So this is very, very important for everyone, right? And Laurel has taken an initiative called Sustainable Sourcing, where they started in the year of 2022, and they conserved 1 million hectares of forest globally. So such a beautiful initiative taken by these organizations. So we are into the last two sustainable goals. One is of peace and justice and partnership. As I said, we focus all these things, and we want a very peaceful country where everyone needs a peace, right? So IBM has taken an initiative called Blockchain and for Justice. So this helps in enhancing the transparency in legal and government systems. And these 16 development SDG goals, right, cannot be done, as I said, without by myself or yourself, right? So for that, we need to get partnered with many organizations. So you could see that in the poster itself, like this conference has not been done by a single private entity. So you could see there is an organization who is working on AI-based technologies. There is a partnering college who is focusing on improving the quality education. There is there are different companies who's also been associated as a partner for a single conference. So partnering and joining hands together will make this thing happen. So Microsoft has such an initiative called an AI for Earth, which supported 500 projects across 81 countries addressing the global challenges. So these are the basic 7 SDG goals which we wanted to share with you people to have an understanding how important every organization, every big companies are focusing on these specific SDG goals. And these SDG goals are addressing certain problems. And if you wanted to generate a solution, there are different methods. Such one method is called a design thinking, where there are 6 different stages, starting with empathizing till implementation. There are different stages where you can generate and validate a big solution and provide an impactful solution to the society. So when we talk about innovations, right, it is always good to go with frugal innovations. So I have shown certain examples like Jaipur Food. So they develop prosthetic limb, where the Western countries are developing prosthetic limb for 10,000 rupees, where the same limb has been manufactured by this Jaipur Food for $45. So these are innovations which happen through creating affordable and scalable solutions with the constrained resources what we have. And this livestock, which is a product which has been developed in Kenya, where which can be used to take water from the waste, right, in the roads. So this has been also been used in the US military also, where they have this straw. So wherever they found a pond, right, they cannot boil it and drink it. So this straw helps them. And another one such initiative is called Celco, where they put some kind of an solar cells on their rooftop, right, and they provide it to the grid. So people who have a very poor electricity connections have been benefited with this. So always focus on some kind of a frugal innovations where more number of people have been getting benefited because of your innovations. And these innovations will always address any one of the 17 goals which has been listed before. And when we talk about the SDG with respect to the innovation ecosystem, right? So this SDG Innovation Hub focus more on the academia as well as the research. And this SDG focus on the civil society as well as more NGOs is also been focusing. As I said in the initial stage, right? The governments and every policies have been taking this sustainable development goals in a very serious way. And international organizations like World Health Organization has also been making more awareness about the sustainable development goals. Few local community communities and more private sectors focusing on these SDGs and developing their innovation and supporting our ecosystem. And as a role of an engineer, right, as a role of an individual, as an innovator, always try to be a problem seeker by not only focusing on the books, go beyond books, try to identify real problems which always addresses the SDG, the challenges in your community, right? When we talk about the community, it might be a small group of area or a state or a district or a country. So the problem is the core thing which you have to focus, and you have to look that problem as an opportunity to develop your innovation. And try to build your products through multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary, so that you'll be able to build bridging across multiple disciplines, right? So when you have been working as an ECE student, IT student, AIDS students, that doesn't make sense, right? Try to incorporate, make a team of students from ECE, mechanical, AI, computer science, join together, and we'll be able to do wonders by more multidisciplinary projects, right? And always be a grassroots innovator, right? So don't wait for any fundings or labs which helps you to keep on dependent on that, right? Try to come with some kind of a frugal prototypes with local materials what you have, as what Jaipur Food has done. So they have changed millions of lives, right? And try to be more ethical technologists by asking many questions like, does this innovation leaves anyone behind? Ensure your solution respect dignity, privacy as well as equity, right? And always be focused on lifelong learning and stay connected with the current technology and the future technology, and try to incorporate that which improvises your value for every innovations which you do. Try to get as much as feedback from the customers and improvise your product also. And when you do innovate with respect to SDGs, right, there will be a barrier. Definitely there will be a barrier where you'll not be able to overcome those innovations and the challenges, right? How to overcome that? When you have a barrier with respect to fundings and investment gaps, right? Try to go with the use open source models, right? So when you have been good into a next level of startups, you can go with the crowdfunding. If not, go with the different funding schemes provided by the government, right? There are few funding schemes for from the government sectors like Niti Priya scheme, right? In state government in Tamil Nadu, we have funding schemes called IVP program, Innovation Voucher Programs, where you get 3 lakhs for idea and closely like 7 lakhs for developing a prototyping. So that can be a benefit for every individual who works on innovation, right? When you have a barrier in terms of technology access, right? Again, go with an open hardware, low cost sensors, frugal engineering. Try to attend some kind of a tech transfer programs also. When you have challenges in regulatory, right? Go with the regulatory sandboxes, right? And co-design with policymakers, IEEE standard compliances. You just try to stick to those compliances. And when you have a challenge in scaling difficulties, right? Go with a partnership, right? As I said, it cannot be done by you alone. It has to be done with a team. So try to get some kind of a partner. So it will help you to increase your scaling level of your innovation. And I hope that these are the takeaways in this keynote session. Keep in mind that SDGs are the core engineering problem, right? We have 17 goals. Just remove the 17th one. We have 16 goals, which literally focuses on every problem a country faces in every crisis, right? And innovation is all about accelerating, right? So by 2030, every business, right, has to address all these SDG goals. That is an aim of WHO, which they focuses on Agenda 2030, right, where they wanted to address all the 17 SDG goals by all the countries in the world. So when we want to do scale, fragility is very, very important, and it has to be more affordable and collaborate. As I said, no SDG can be achieved by the engineer alone. That has to be done in a partnership, and take that technical education, try to empathize and come up with a solution which serves the purpose of why it has to be done. And that's it from my side. Thank you so much for your patient listening. If you have any queries, do post it in the chat box. I will be happy to share my view for your questions. Any queries?
Jit, thank you for your kind presentation. Over to any participants having any queries.
Yes, sir. Can I have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Vivek, sir. Actually, it was really motivating to everyone to come with all the skill to develop and do and try to convert. Sir, my question to you is, sir, two things are there. First is that when the ideas are there and we have already tested, suppose something in the lab, how to get into the further to get improve actually, because there always be lacking for the fund money to go ahead. So that means converting into the entrepreneurship is the major problem for the usually for the students and those things. So how it can be done? What will be
Yes,
the
sir.
steps?
I'll answer this question, sir. Later on, you can ask the second question. So once it has been lab proven product, right? So it has been tested in the lab. So
Yes.
I strongly suggest to go with certain schemes which has been provided by AICTE, which is called RPA, where they help in taking the product from lab to the market. So this is one of the scheme. The second thing is you can try MSME ideation hackathon, where they provide 15 lakhs of money. It is not only for the student, it is also for the faculty as well as for the individual also, where they provide if it is going to be a student, the entire up to 15 lakhs whatever you code will be provided by the government of India, up to 15 lakhs. If it is going to be a startup, closely like 2 lakhs has to be invested by the company, and the rest of the 13 lakhs will be provided to the PI, right, or the student or the faculty member.
Okay.
Or they start. So these are the two things. Market potential. Try to approach some kind of incubation centers where they have some different schemes like Niti Prayas scheme, where they will be able to provide you funding up to 10 lakhs for the product development alone.
Yes. Sir, actually that Nidhi Prayas, they say that only for the not for doing the project to complete. No, it is for the funding for the assistant can be provided, person can be get provided there because they get the internship, I think.
No, sir. In certain accelerators and incubation centers, they provide space, and that particular 10 lakhs is meant for developing their prototype alone. So that has to be put into the next level. So out of 10 lakhs, they may take a few amount for getting you people to get incubated, because they charge, you people will be using their infrastructure. For that, they charge. Apart from that, closely like 6 to 7 lakhs, you'll be able to use it for your product development.
Okay. Sir, what you have said about the ME hackathon, in this hackathon means like that whatever the money is getting by the winner, it will be as in the form of loan, or it will be for the like grant to use?
Sir, MSME it's a grant, sir. So they will be providing up to 15 lakhs and it will be coming to the host institution's account. If the institution is said to be an MSME incubated institution, right? So you have to choose which institution you are going to prefer. So the amount will be transferred to the concerned host institution, and it is a grant, 100% grant. So you have to provide an UC alone, utilization certificate alone.
Yeah.
It will be like 1 year of duration.
Okay.
So the MSME HIBA, you can also apply through your institutions. First, you can apply as a HIBA registered institution in the MSME HIBA portal, and you can nominate your student or your faculty or any other public idea in that particular portal. And based on the evaluation, first level by the institution, second level by the MSME, you will be selected. And the total allocated fund, as said by Vivek sir, 15 lakhs, they will be granting from 3 lakhs to 15 lakhs. You can quote your project value. There are some components splitted for product development, for travel, for mentor remuneration. It will be splitted and transported to you. There are a lot of funding schemes are available, but the end of the day, what is the core idea and what is the core innovation you're going to focus, and what is your targeted customer? If you define only, you can become an entrepreneur. So for that journey, you can get support from Mr. Vivek Kumar sir, or else you can contact through us so that we can always help you.
Thank you, Raj sir. Sir, Vivek sir, actually, second question is
Yes,
that does your organization arranging the webinars for the students to motivate them to become an entrepreneur, how they can generate the idea and then bring into the entrepreneurship program? So can we, if we able to get, from where to get, actually from your website or?
Yeah, sir, you can. This is my number. You can connect me anytime.
Okay.
We do provide mentorship for students as well as the startups also.
Okay.
From starting from the scratch level to the funding level.
Okay.
So we also motivate students to get into the entrepreneurship. If they are really having a good entrepreneurial mindset, definitely they will be escalated to the next level for an entrepreneur.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So any other questions from the participants? I think no other questions from the participants. In the chat box also we have there's no question. So thank you, Vivek sir, for the nice session. So I will stop the recording.
Yes, sir. Thank you.